And I went to my first Saints game. I said, the Caesar Dome, this is beautiful. And I had a great time. We lost, of course, because we're trash right now. And then I went and bought I bought a jacket. That motherfucker had a owl on the side for OVO. And that's when it hit me how deep this shit is. I said, damn!
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just say real life street stars. Know what time it is. When it comes to like a Drake and Kendrick, does the LA in you ride or the light skin in you ride? Like which one you ride for?
Hilarious! Best question of the night. I think said on the.
But you gotta pick a side.
Does the light-skinned nigga in you ride? Oh.
You gotta pick.
I respect the out of Drake because, I only have one. I got one instance where I went, damn, I am a lyricist, bro. I fuck with Eminem when he's like, you gotta write your own shit, and these ghostwriters and all this shit, right? So I thought Drake was done when they exposed this is not writing all of his shit. Now, I heard that he wrote these other songs and he's for Remember, and I'm like, that's very impressive and that makes sense. But the song in question, I don't remember what the song was. They said, here's the original version. It wasn't Drake. And I listened to the original version. I was like, all right, well, Drake did that shit way better than that. So I was like, well, it then. If you stealing, but the original is better, that's one thing. You just light-skinned, so you win it. No, light-skinned, that nigga killed that shit. The nigga that was originally version, that shit would have never been a hit if you let that spit it. And that's why. There are people that do that for singers. They call them temp tracks. And they sing, and they give it to Leah or whatever the fuck, and then she sings the hell out of it, and they go, ooh, sing that shit for whoever, and then they don't get the same flack. So, the thing about this beef is no one will admit it now. Y'all don't have to agree with me, obviously, so we in the same room. No one will admit it. But there's never been a rap beef where the nigga that lost was actually winning.
Yeah, nigga.
Until he lost. I know, this was all down the middle. Nobody's like, they not like us, it's a generational phenomenal. It's just insane.
Yeah.
But before that hit, and he had one right before it, we was just like, oh, this nigga Drake killed Kendrick. This is insane. Yeah. And then the nigga didn't, remember before he even responded, we were like, this is unstoppable.
Yeah.
And then then Kendrick came out and said, all right. And then he started, and we said, oh, and then this still had a response. So we said, damn, this Drake, what the him and his ghostwriters is kicking this ass. And then he shut it down.
Yeah.
And I think personally, my take on the beef, I probably shouldn't say this. I think he really struck a nerve. Like there's some that's like beef is beef, but yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I just think because he's got like the pop-out concert. Oh my God. And he just all of Los Angeles. Now, I am really curious. I don't know when this is gonna air, so I'm really curious at the Super Bowl. I'm really curious. Does he have a bigger man in him to go? Now listen to this. I just went to I'm a Saints fan. I follow the Saints because being born in LA, I wasn't a sports fan. Sports fan. I was a fucking entertainer. I'm talking about entertainment, 9, 10, 12. My father and mother, everybody's music. We ain't worried about sports. And my dad was all Yankees, all this because he's from New York, none of that shit. So I didn't become into sports until I had my own apartment, and then I had roommates. And what y'all watching? The Laker game. Oh, the Lakers. Oh, who are they? What? Lakers. Nigga, you watching the Lakers? No. Shit, these motherfuckers are phenomenal. Then I went and got all the history on the Lakers, and I know about the first ever championships and the Minnesota, all that shit. Minneapolis, all that shit, right? But football, we didn't really have a team at that time. So I didn't become a NFL fan until I was watching Reggie Bush when he was at USC, and he had Matt Leinart and all these motherfuckers. And then he went to the NFL, and he went to the Saints. And in 2006, I was like, yo, Saints gonna be the shit. And I've been Saints fan ever since. 2009, big party, blah, 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 blah. But I haven't been to a Saints game. First time was last weekend. And I went to my first Saints game. I said, the Caesar Dome, this is beautiful. And I had a great time. We lost, of course, because we're trash right now. And then I went and bought I bought a jacket. That motherfucker had a owl on the side for OVO. And that's when it hit me how deep this shit is. I said, damn, I get it. So I'm real curious to see how this Super Bowl is going to play out. How deep is he going to go on this? He can have the band go, and we'll get it. That's it. Stop. But if he play go, oh, come on. Could you imagine if the whole wave of motherfuckers is going, hey, minor? He just gonna jump in the grave and just kill himself. I ain't got no.
I don't.
Mental health is real.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they let it happen.
Yeah, he gonna sue.
I don't think they let it happen.
They're so. I mean, especially with the Lil Wayne thing.
Yeah.
That's tough, bro. That's tough. I can't wait to see it. But do I ride? Yeah, I think, I'm about lyrics, and I think I give Drake way more credit as a lyricist than other people will, just because I know he's also a writer and he's wrote other songs that, being a writer is deep, because there's a lot of people that have money and they got chains around, they got blah, 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 because they just wrote a bunch of songs that they can't take credit for because they're the writer, and they just say, we'll take this. He's also one of them. And he's got a voice and a cadence that can have him in front. And I guess somehow light skin got back in style, because I don't know when it happened. We was winning for a minute, nigga. And then when Diddy lost, I was like, oh, we back, nigga, we back. And then, Kendrick killed this, and now we back to.
Man, don't let this tell you who you light skin, bro. You a paper sack brown if you're
not paper
light
sack.
skin. Light skin. Not light, nigga, light. I'm looking at, I got my nigga on.
That's all, yeah.
Hey, knock it off. So we was in for so long.
How do you think Kendrick feels with that being his biggest song now? His biggest song being related to Drake. That's pretty much his back up now.
Yeah. It's wild too. But well, he won because he won, but it's as big as it is because of who he killed.
Right.
You know what I mean? 50 Cent murdered Ja Rule, but it wasn't because of how big Ja Rule was.
Right, he just murdered.
He just murdered him. This murdered the that was on top forever. And we didn't really know he lost until he did that little thing over the balcony where he had the pigtails like this, and he was holding his hand and he went like that. Y'all saw that little video? Mm-hmm. Find out when I went, oh, he really lost. And I was like, maybe that's just him. But the very next day, after everybody gave him, he cut all his hair off. I was like, he is in his brain. I'm like, come on, bro. At some point, you gotta, but he got other genres he could do. He'd be the singing Drake and not the rap battle Drake. You'd be all right.
No.
And then he beats Meek Mills, and then they emasculate Meek Mills, and you're like, what kind of victory was that?
No, wait. Ja Rule was pretty big when Wankster came out.
He was, but he wasn't Drake big.
Oh yeah, no. It wasn't. It wasn't.
Drake crossed over, and
he was like, y'all let this come in here and talk about me singing, and then y'all let this start singing.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Got him.
You're right. Oh my God.
Damn. So,
hey, but rap beef has evolved. At least they didn't die.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Starz, nigga. Move it. Hey.